Today, we're going to crack open a cookbook from the 19th century. And inside, there's this really revolutionary idea. What if cooking, with all its chemical and physical reactions, wasn't just a bunch of guesswork? What if it could be an exact science? You gotta love this little story from the time. It just perfectly sums up the problem, right? I mean, can you imagine making a dinner so bad that a clergyman refuses to even bless it? And listen, this wasn't just some funny one-off story. It was a real symptom of a huge problem plaguing kitchens back then. Back then, a bad meal was way more than just a letdown. People genuinely believed it led to, and I'm quoting here, poor blood, poor muscles, and even a poor mind. The thinking was it literally made you incapable of doing good work. So yeah, this was a massive problem, and a whole new approach was desperately needed. All right, first up, a kitchen in chaos. We're talking about a time when pretty much any cooking failure was just chalked up to bad luck. Before this new scientific system came along, the average kitchen was, well, it was a place of total uncertainty and, frankly, a lot of frustration. So, picture this. The home kitchen was just confusing. Cooks were basically just following recipes word for word. Mechanically mixing things together without any clue about why they were doing it. So, of course, when the bread didn't rise or a dish turned out to be totally indigestible, what did they blame? Oh, it's just bad luck, or the ingredients must be bad. There was zero understanding of the actual scientific principles at play. And this quote from the era, it just hits the nail right on the head. Blindly following recipes produced unsatisfactory results, which seemed quite inexplicable. I mean, that says it all, right? Without knowing the reason why, every trip to the kitchen was basically a total gamble. Okay, so what was the fix? Well, along comes Mrs. Kellogg with a totally revolutionary idea, a complete paradigm shift. She said, hey, let's stop treating cooking like a chore and start treating it like what it is, a science. A science governed by the very same laws of nature that ruled the entire universe. And this new cookery, as she called it wasn't about just spitting out a bunch of new recipes. No, this was a whole new philosophy. The entire goal was to actually understand the chemistry and the physics of food, so you could make it as nourishing and digestible as possible, all based on predictable scientific laws. On one side, you've got the old way, just rule of thumb, guesswork, luck, and those totally confusing failures. And on the other side, the new system. We're talking scientific principles, cause and effect, order, and predictable results. I mean, what a powerful way to put it.